What up, baby? It's your boy, the ATX Sooner, back with another video, and you already know what time it is, man. It's Missouri. Alright, them, you know how we feel about them, man. We gotta get our get back, you know what I'm saying? We gotta protect the palace, and that running defense gotta be on 10 because Ahmad Hardy is not playing with nobody, okay? But anyways, y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. And we're on the road to 500. So let's get that going. But so we're gonna start off with the offense. All right. What do I think is going on with this Oklahoma offense? What do I think we're gonna see against Missouri? And I ain't gonna lie. I think that this offense is going to figure it out this game. Now, don't get me wrong. Missouri has an outstanding run defense. All right, defense. Period. I mean, they're like probably the second best defense in the SEC right now. So, ain't no freebies. All right, this ain't gonna be easy for us. All right, if we can figure it out against this team, like I think we will, you know what that means going forward. But what do I think we're gonna have to do? Obviously, we got some running back issues, but I'm tired of the downplay. I'm tired of the negative talk on Jaden Ott, man. All right, now was he what we expected him to be going into this year? Obviously not. All right, Tory Blaylock and X Rob has they they proved that they were the RB1 and RB2. Now, should Jay not have been that guy? You damn right he should have been that guy. Was he banged up? It seems like he's been banged up all year. Yeah, he has been. Maybe it's a confidence thing. You never know. But I think that this is the game where we're going to see the Jaden Ott we paid for. All right. I hope so, at least. Because we're going to need to establish a little bit of a running game against this team because I'm not here to. I'm not the guy that's going to say put it all on John Mateer's shoulders. Now, is John Mateer gonna have to have a good game? Yes, he's definitely gonna have to have a good game. Is he gonna have to continue the no turnover streak? Yes, he's gonna have to continue the no turnover streak. But and I think he can do it, and I think he will do it. And I think there will be times in the game where we're gonna have to call on his name. And I think that he's going to step up to the plate and hit home runs. You know what I'm saying? So I think that Jaden Ott and who knows, maybe we get a Taylor Tatum sighting. Maybe Sawchuk, maybe we see him. A lot of this put Canick in the backfield. Let's let him run the ball. Please, please let the running backs be running backs. Okay, I understand Canick is an outstanding athlete. He's one of those players where you can place him damn near anywhere on the field and he'll do something. He'll produce for you. But I don't want to see Jaren Canick at running back. All right, because we're gonna need our tight ends in this game as well, and he's the best one we got. Okay, so we don't want to cover up one patch and leave another one exposed. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking that Jaden Ott, Taylor Tatum, Sawchuk, they're going to have to do their thing. Obviously, we're not going to see Barnes for the rest of the year because he's gone. Okay? He's going to find him another spot and he's going to be successful wherever he goes. And I pray and wish him well wherever he does because he has been a true Oklahoma Sooner and he deserves to be RB1 somewhere else and take off. All right? But I think that, again, we're going to have to establish that running game. Let's do something against this defense that makes them start questioning themselves. And another reason we're going to have to run the ball is because they're going to hog the time of possession, okay? So we got to take a little bit of that back, unless, obviously, we're able to just Lincoln Riley score fast type offense back in them days. Yes, I said his name. Okay, I know. It's a hard pill to swallow, but he has a great offense, and he had a great offense at Oklahoma. But I think that Jaden Ott is going to have a breakout game against Missouri, and that's going to have a lot of us questioning. Should he be our starting running back going forward? I hope that's what we see, and that's what I think we're going to see this game. I think Deion Burks. I think Isaiah Satanga. I think our wide receivers are going to. I just think that this offense overall is going to figure it out because we're gonna need this offense to figure it out if we're looking forward into the future. Obviously, we're taking this thing one day, it's one game at a time. You're not gonna hear any playoff talk from this guy right here because we're not in it yet. Yeah, we're technically in the playoffs right now, but the season's not over yet. We still got two more games, so I'm not jumping to playoff talk until we lock ourselves into the playoffs. You know what I'm talking about? So I expect this offense to complement the defense this game. Okay? And if that does happen, if we are able to see that, you can guarantee that Oklahoma is going to walk out of the palace with a dub. Okay? Now, when it comes to this defense, you've heard it. We all know Ahmad Hardy. That is the guy. That is the offense for Missouri. Okay? That outside zone, killing people with that. And we have to dominate. That run defense has to continue to be the run defense that we've seen all year. And the fact that we've seen that all year, no matter who we go against, I think we're going to continue to see more of that. The defense is the most consistent part of this team. And I don't see that changing anytime soon. All right, it's only going to get better. You see, R. Mason Thomas, he didn't even play against Bama. But you see what happened. More of that is expected, okay? I think that we're going to swarm that young quarterback because I think that they are dumb as hell if they put what's his last Pravula, however you say his last name, if they put him in, they are dumb if they do that because that man is hurt, okay? I don't care if he was jogging around last week for warm-ups, and I don't care if he's been practicing here and there. This is not the team. This is not the defense that you want to experiment against, okay? You don't want to figure out if your quarterback is healthy against this defense because he will leave the game unhealthy. All right. So, I mean, hey, if that's what Missouri want to do, hey, so be it. So be it. But if they're smart, that's not what they're doing. So, which means if they start that young boy, I don't even know his name. We never know. Might learn his name. He might earn some respect from this guy after this game. But you know how Brent Venables is with young quarterbacks. Is it the end of the year? Yeah, it is the end of the year. But he's still a young quarterback. I want to say he's only started like what 3-4 games maybe. So and he ain't went against nobody like BV. All right, and that front seven, you know. So I'm expecting the defense to dominate. Ahmad Hardy is not going to be the guy that you can have a game where you decide to miss tackles. Ahmad Hardy is not the guy that you're going to want to try to lay the boom on him. You need to wrap this man up. Everybody swarm because he will get loose. And obviously, I mean, Bama did it. Michigan did it. Texas did it. Like, they're gonna break a run, okay? Expect a 40-yard run from this kid because he is cold. Let me put it this way, all right, how cold he is, and I get it. It's a video game. I got Ahmad Hardy out the transfer portal in the game in my dynasty with my brothers. I rushed for 3,000 yards with this kid. And it's not like I was just spamming him. No, he was averaging about 20 carries a game. And I got him to 3,000 yards with a Heisman. NCAA record broken. That's how cold this dude is. All right, so I know our defense ain't going to go into this game playing around with him. I know that ain't going to be the case. But we have to focus on that. Because if we let that man get any type of confidence, buddy, it's going to be a long game. And it's already going to be a long game because this is going to be a defensive matchup. It's strength versus strength when it comes to our defense and their offense. Obviously, they're great at running the ball. Ahmad Hardy went for freaking 300 yards. Who does that? Who does that? obviously Mississippi State, Jeff Lebby, I'm sorry that you had to witness that because, oh my goodness, that's a man. You don't want your logo to be on the other end of that whenever you see 300 yards, okay? But don't expect that against this Oklahoma team. This Oklahoma team, if anything, is dominant when it comes to stopping the run, no matter who they go against. All right. Now, what do I think? Obviously, again, let's go to special teams. We have a kicker who can bomb that thing from 70 yards, probably, if we allowed him to do so. And I think it's going to be one of those games where we're going to have to lean on him a lot. That offense, if it's not clicking like I expect it to, I think we're going to see a September type of offense. Let me just put it that way. I think we're going to see a prior, early half of the year before a post John Mateer injury offense. I don't know why that was so hard to get out. But I'm expecting to see that this game going forward. But regardless, what this offense have shown you is that if they're not turning the ball over, they can get you in field goal range and you can get points. And bare minimum, I'm expecting that from this team. Okay? I know we're going to do that at least. But, again, I'm expecting a pre-injury John Mateer type of offense this game and going forward. Now, what do I think the score is going to be? Do I think that Missouri can score more than 14 points? Do I think that's going to happen? We can hold them under that. Honestly, we can. But depending on how that boy Ahmad Hardy show up and depending on how we decide to show up, if we're not wrapping up and we trying to just lay the boomstick on them, that's going to tell it all right there. But I think the score is going to be 28-14. Leave the Palace with a dub, another top 25 win. That'll be the 5th one this year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oklahoma is not the Oklahoma team we expected them to be. All right. They are the team that we hoped for them to be. And that is a great thing. That's such a blessing to be able to wear this Sooner schooner. Sorry, it's raining outside right now. That's why it's so dark. I don't know if y'all heard that thunder. But either way, it is such it feels good putting this on, and especially in Austin, Texas right now. Okay. I'm telling you, them boys is crying right now. And do I think the college football playoffs are going to correct that whole dropping them back 7 spots? Even with Bama too, how they just tanked. They just they had to put them behind us. I think the college football playoff committee is going to correct that if Texas handles business against whoever they got this week. But which is going to make us look even better, because I mean, hey, the better Texas does, that's a loss on our record. So we need them to look good. We need Ole Miss to look good now that they're behind us and they're not nothing to worry about, and we hold everything in our own hands when it comes to getting to that playoffs. So expect a good game, expect a physical game, but expect a game where Ahmad Hardy does not look like Ahmad Hardy. He looks more like a average running back that he might get 100. He might get 100. He might get that triple digit. He might hit that. I don't think he will, but he might hit that. And I wouldn't be surprised if he did. But I think that this defense is going to do what they need to do to keep our offense on the field and get points. Now, what do y'all think about that? Y'all let me know in the comments. Am I confident in this game? I'm iffy. Now, of course, when I say we're going to win 14-28, I honestly think we might put 31 on them. But the score doesn't sound like I'm worried at all. But I just know that, man, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just the last 3 years, that we've experienced with Brent Venables. Not saying he's not the guy, because y'all know I'm the main guy. I'm not going to say I'm the main guy, but I'm one of the main guys championing that he is the right hire for Oklahoma. He's the best fit. He has us on a upward trajectory. But, man, it seems like when we got to have it and it's all on us, prior years at least, we've dropped the ball. But I will say that this Oklahoma team is a lot different because we've been in this situation right now for the last 3 weeks. All right, we had to beat Tennessee. We had to go into Tennessee and beat them. Did that. We had to go into Bama and beat them. Did that. Now we got to beat Missouri. Now we got to beat LSU. Will we do it? I expect us to. And y'all know exactly why I expect us to do that. It's in our DNA, baby. Bye.